Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss is. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no bombing. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-Lo, time to bring the bass bird.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. That complete to Lamar Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Left pass.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. The throw complete to Dorsett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now a 7-0 game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A first down throw from Mayfield. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Here's Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
I don't even know why his team showed up.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Include mic in broadcast. Now can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm talking right now. Alright, bro.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other
built
backs
different,
in the
bro.
league.
I'm built. Run it up. Let's go. Run it up.
It'll be second down.
I'm built different, bro.
Throwing again on second down.
Hey.
Wilson.
Yeah, yes, sir, Lamar. Yes, sir. Yes, that's a good.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long.
Yes, sir.
So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Pete Carroll throwing down near the goal line and it not turning out well. I think we've seen that before.
Feels like a flashback, doesn't it? You go back to the Super Bowl against the Patriots, and everybody expected them to run the ball, and they didn't throw it. Crucial interception that ended the game essentially for them. I think everyone thinks they're going to run it every single time now. That's just not going to be the case.
Here it's a costly fumble. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
I'm reading this
Now a handoff here to his
Hey! Yes, sir, we do this.
I
don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter,
a good tackle.
You're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
All right, come on, let's run it up.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Yeah, bro,
knocked away.
White people, man, they be tripping. Catch that mother, be cool.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is.
I'm built different, bro. Y'all stop playing me. I'm so underrated in this game. Look at this run. First down, baby.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Seattle.
He don't want to work, bro.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line.
I know I'm feeling myself right now. I'm built different. I'm on this ball again.
If he goes back to the huddle,
He's lucky,
give him a whole lot of credit, thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Yeah, come on, Joey. What's up with you? Come on now, Joey. What's up with you? Give me that, boy.
Russell Wilson with 2
and field goal. Turn me up.
Let's go. Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I'll still lose.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0.
Yeah,
the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Come on now. Come on now.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Yes, sir. It's a good
nice
tackle.
return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
I'll still lose, though. Hey, I'll still lose, though.
The The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I know what you said.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
That little play is bad. Like, how do you get open like that? I don't like that.
Call that a very strong game
play
at
24.
Right. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot,
stop running low. I don't like the audibles.
Coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
First down, Mayfield. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
He's sweating now. I'm scared.
Give him 30 yards there. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
You folded. But answer too, bro. Answer your phone, bro. Hey, what play I run?
Pinheiro now for the extra point.
What D I run? You ain't tell me.
And that one makes it 14-7.
He keep motion, do it, throwing me out. I'm eating right now on offense, though, so I'm cool.
Touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
You said what? I am a man. Hey, this offense go hard though.
Coming to the line here to begin.
Yeah, I know what that means. Sure. I know what that means. Definitely.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun handoff now to Miller.
Cut.
Swallowed up right
He going try hard now. I'm scared, all right? I'm folding.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I'm ready to play right now. I'm already running the play.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
I'm losing.
Intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers.
It's cool though, that didn't count.
They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play?
I don't like dude. I fight that dude. I don't care.
And then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
That didn't count, bro. He's zoning me out.
We got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he
I'm just mad right now, alright? Don't talk to me.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Alright, sir, yes, sir. I'm gonna go dive, alert, smoke.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive
underway.
And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even with 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team to stay with it. Let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run out, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
3rd and 1
on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Second quarter action with 1:59.
I need to score here because he gets ball at half.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have
running the
stats and
ball, middle
scores
game.
around the NFL in this second week
First down.
of the regular season. And he
sir.
will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. On first down, Carson looking for a seam but finding none.
All right,
He'll
bro.
get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it
Not
the
what I
right
want.
play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight
Oh
another.
my God, he's open.
To escape,
Oh
and
my
he
God, he's
goes
open.
down.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense.
All right, y'all being
recognized he
mean,
had a
right? I wanna
chance to get to the
negative.
quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5
That's a
punts
good
as
punt.
he gets this one
Terrible
away.
punt,
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock.
Yeah,
Give
the man.
yourself a
What's up
chance
with
for
you,
at least a
bud?
field
Nah, I'm not a
goal
man.
going into the half.
I switched that man. Yeah, what's up with you now?
On first and 10, Mayfield.
Sack
And the
back in the
Seahawks
end
defense
zone.
gets to him and they bring him down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
Yeah, sack. What's up now? Yeah,
As
what's
the
up with
stoppage
you,
will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Mayfield now. He's going to let this one go deep.
Pick, pick. Yeah,
Intercepted.
talk to me nice, Joel. Talk to me nice. Yes, sir. What's up with you? Talk to me nice. I do this for. I do this. I play the game too much.
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be second down.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson, forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep. Touchdown, Packers! From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. But special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On third down, Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a second and long.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. Mayfield looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Check 13. Check 13. Switch. Switch. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Check 26. Check 26. Kill. 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 Turn it up. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On third down, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go double count right here, double count. Check it hungry. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
To throw on 3rd down. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Packers' 31.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What? 280. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right.
From the 31, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
There's Wilson to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They run for it with Carson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. Chris Carson. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see if they rely more on the ground game here.
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now they try the right side here. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Mayfield. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Regular. You draw quarter. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Back.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mayfield. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Mayfield now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. It's a foot race. The 40. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, alert him!
Down Mayfield. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. It's caught here by Adams. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. We won. Come to my work. Move. Hurry, hurry.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
0-0, Mike 3.
Hey, man.
Mike 1.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Alpha. Hurry, hurry.
Let's go. Mike 3.
Back to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hurry. Alert, 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 alert. Hurry, hurry. Be ready.
Here's Mayfield. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts him in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
A very important extra point there, up and good. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
The extra point is good, and on the final play of the game, they walk away with a victory. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So for the Packers, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.